Hey everybody, so today we actually have here another liquid spill one. This is the MacBook Air. It's the Retina version. It's the 2019. So it looks pretty cool. The Retina screens, the newer ones. Speakers on the side here. It's pretty nice. I think it's a 13 inch. I think so. I think it's 13 inch. But anyways, this is the A1932. And there's liquid damage on it. It doesn't turn on. So anyways, let's take a look. Let's just open it and see how it goes. Alright, and now in this model, you'll actually be really surprised. Unlike the MacBook Pros, this one actually opens much easier. So all you have to do really is just undo these screws here, and then it just kind of comes up. Alright, so that's up. It just come up. You can see a little pop, so there's a little bit of the, you can see a little bit of the clips are on this side, but it comes up easy, just comes right up. And you can see, does look good. So let's see if there's any liquid damage, and yep, you can see there's a little blue. Yep, there's my band-aid. Yep, from doing all this Apple stuff, man. There's traps everywhere, so you gotta be careful. Alright, so there's a little blue corrosion there, you can see that. So it does look like it also got along this cable there, you can really see it there, huh? There's a lot of corrosion there, so we're probably worried about the cable. Man, we just did the MacBook Pro cable. I'm gonna see if we can do this one as well, so we can clean this. So hopefully there's no burn mark on that when we lift it up. There's a keyboard connection as well as a trackpad. So if one piece is damaged, maybe it could damage the other one, or if there is something else wrong, maybe there's more corrosion underneath and you can't tell because you can see it's underneath the board here. So we definitely need to take up the board to see if there's any more damage on any other part of the board or the cable especially itself. See, it's very loose now. So let's see what we got on this side. Okay. As you can see here, let's see all that blue? I don't even have to zoom in. You can see all that corrosion there, and there's a big mess right there too. So that looks like that's where the majority of the damage is, and depending what it is, it looks like that the resistor and the caps are damaged. What we can do is we can pretty much clean them up and replace them. And these are very, very important because the chip right next to it is actually the U7000 chip. And what this chip is really responsible for pretty much turning on the machine. That shows the U7000 chip. Alright, and now let's see if we can go ahead and clean it up and then replace some of the damaged caps and resistors, and let's see what we can do with that. So stay tuned. Let's just see if it does turn on, because we put it all back now, and we'll see if it works. So now let's see if we can turn it on. Alright, it comes on. It's great. So it does work. Looks like the mouse, so it turns on. That's great. Looks like the mouse works. The keyboard works. Looks pretty good. Battery works because it's on battery right now. So everything does look good. It looks like the repair did work. Fantastic. So now let's just close it up and make sure it's all good. Alright, so it did turn on. Looks great. The repair did work out. We did actually not only did we have to clean it a bit, we also did have to replace some of the caps. And we did have to do the cleaning, and we actually did have to replace a few caps. If you can saw the damage that was on the other side of the board, it did impact some of the caps there, as you can see. And we were able to clean the chips. That was good. We didn't have to replace that, but the caps we had to actually fully replace. And most liquid damage, even though you can use ultrasonic cleaner to clean most of it, if there's anything underneath the chip, like if it's short or anything, you usually have to replace those and maybe the caps and everything. Alright, so now since that's all done, let's just put it all back together. And then we should be good to go. Alright guys, so that's how you repair the 2019 A1932 MacBook Air with liquid damage. So for this one we did need to do cleaning, and on top of that we did need to replace a few components. It's a really nice machine. Even turns on the same way kind of the MacBook Pro does. How you flip it on and it just comes on. It's pretty cool. But everything does work. The cleaning did work as well. So anyways guys, thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video of repairing a liquid spill on the A1932 2019 MacBook Air. We did clean up the liquid and it does work perfectly fine. It's all great now. So again, with this, the cleaning isn't usually the only thing that you have to do. You do have to replace some components. Most of the time you need a schematic too to see. If you're lucky enough to find a schematic, then these repairs are more possible. So we do love that community out there that's posting those schematics. Thanks a lot. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. We do a lot of component level repairs, board level repairs, and also data recoveries as well. Alright, so thanks a lot guys. Bye.